Are you willing to keep going when the going gets tough, or are you going to break? Welcome to my channel. I am Leora, and I help individuals like yourself to discover and reveal their light within. It's one thing to find your truth, to discover what's no longer aligned with you, and to make some changes when things are going good. But what happens, because it always happens, you'll be challenged. You'll be forced to see if you can persevere in times of hardness, of times of trials, and those trials will come. And so what is your anchor? You're going to have to decide on your anchor. You're going to have to decide on some practical things that you can do in order to be steadfast when those moments arise, because they're there to test you, and they'll either tear you down and break your resolution, or they will build you up and they will become stones that you build your launch pad from. So what is it? How can we do this on a practical level? Let's say that we decided to eat better, and then all of a sudden we go traveling and we can't hold on to what we had started 2 weeks long. We did really well at home in our environment, and then we go traveling, or the kids get sick, and all of a sudden we can't take care of ourselves the way we decided we were going to. What do? You have to prepare in advance. You have to know. We don't just prepare for and make decisions according to the best case scenario. When you're preparing, when you're making decisions on things, think about the worst case scenario. Think about, what am I going to do if the kids get sick? What am I going to do if I have to travel? I need to be prepared. Or what about working out? What if you get sick and you've been working out and you've been doing really good, and then all of a sudden you get sick? What are you going to do then? Look up things. Be prepared for life. There are some things that we can't even imagine that come at us, but for the most part, there are things that we can imagine, that we can predict, that are going to be coming into our life. And how am I going to deal with it? What does this new identity, because that's what it is when you make a choice, when you come into alignment with yourself, into alignment with your higher self, you make a choice to wear a different costume, wear a different identity. And what does this identity look like? Does it break under pressure, or is it going to stand up and have a plan of how to succeed? So as we're changing things in our life, as we're coming into a new version of ourselves, or a brand new version, don't even look back, just look forward, just look in the moment. Who am I, and what does this new version of me do? And daily, even if you don't map out all the things that could go wrong, just daily journal to yourself. Different situations go. You know what's really powerful is at the end of your day, journal about your day and see how you showed up in every situation, with the kids, with your partner, with your colleagues, with your friends. How did you show up? And in those situations, you rewrite it to embody the version of yourself that you want to be. Not out of a place of judgment or being self-critical, but really out of a place of rewriting yourself. Up until this point, your parents, your society, everything has written your story. Now it's a time for you to take the pen in your hands and say, who am I? I'm writing my story now. I'm going to determine who I am. I'm going to decide who I'm going to be, and I'm going to embody that in every area of my life, whether it's in my partnerships, whether it's in my business. What does that version of me look like? And start to write your own story. You're not a victim of your circumstances. You just haven't taken the time and put the energy into the story and that you want to become. And that's another thing. It doesn't have to do with our circumstances. We don't need to wait for everything around us to change. We change ourselves. We change our identity. We decide. And from that place, everything around us will change. It's that simple. So who do you want to be? Who do you want to show up as? What are you going to decide to do differently? And then in those moments, and even if you did it wrong, even if you slipped into that old identity and you did it wrong for that day, rewrite it. Rewrite it as if you had done exactly what your new identity would have done. And then go fall asleep with that image in your head, knowing that that's who you truly are. That this old image is kind of like being in a movie and you're the movie star. You know, the best part of the movies are always the bloopers. I used to always love to go back and watch all the bloopers, and that's it. You know, they kept at it. They kept rewriting that scene and acting out that scene until they got it perfected. And that's what you're doing. Take life as you're the actor of your own film. You're the movie star, and just take it with a lightness. Don't take it so seriously. Don't step into this illusion, this 1% illusion, and take it so seriously and be bogged down by it. Take it as children. Children just have fun. They just find light and beauty in everything. So make it a point to find light and beauty in everything that you do, in every moment. There are no mundane moments. Everything is beautiful. The very fact that you got up this morning is a miracle. The very fact that you can breathe, that you can walk, that you can see, that you can speak, that you can listen to this, everything, it's just a miracle. One miracle after another. Gratitude, 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 gratitude for everything. Knowing that it doesn't identify you, doesn't define you, but it's from where you're coming from, but it's not where you're staying. You don't have to get downcast about where you are right now, because you're recreating yourself every day, and there are no limits. You are limitless. So let's have a meditation together, and let's really ground this and anchor this within ourselves so that we can go forth in our lives to create the life and create the identity that we wish and desire. I thank you so much, Light. I thank you so much that you are here with us. I thank you so much that you are giving us wisdom and knowledge, and you provide us with the insight of who we truly are. And we thank you so much, Creator. We thank you so much for this true image of who we are, not what others have told us we are, not what we're supposed to be according to everybody else, but truly who we are, that we have the power to co-create that every moment. With every breath we take, we have the power to create the version of us that is true to our true essence, and reveal that version of us to ourselves, so that we know how to step into it. There's really nothing to learn, because it's just identifying with our true essence. So let us embrace that, and let us truly rewrite our lives. Every aspect. Nothing's too small and nothing is too big. We are limitless beings. And now we step into that power. We step into that reality. We are no longer victims of our circumstances, but we define ourselves, and we define how we perceive every circumstance. And we decide here and now that we are going to see everything, no matter what it looks like. We're going to see everything as light, as being from the light of the Creator, to transform us and to build us up. There is nothing there that is to tear us down. It is all to build us up. And we shall approach life from this standpoint. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wish you guys a beautiful and amazing day.